What is up? What is up? Miami Football Talk coming at you with another video. Guys, breaking news right now. The Miami Dolphins have traded a late 2022 draft pick for an offensive tackle. Greg Little is his name. I haven't done a lot of research on what's going on, but you guys, what do you think about this? I think that's an excellent move from Greer. I think that him coming out and making moves to fix our offensive line is what he should be doing, and the fact that he's doing it makes him a great GM. I think he's doing his job. I think that he's doing it well. Not too sure about this guy Greg Little. Not too sure if he's an animal, a mauler, or a bust. But he was a second-round pick. What's up, Chef Jew? What's up? What's going on, brother? How's everything? Hold on, give me a second, guys. All right, can you see me? Can you see me, Chef Jew? I'm still good. What's up? What's up, Cap? What's up? How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? Everybody's good? Let me see if I can add you guys on here. Hold on. Uh, hold on. I'm on my phone, so I can't get on here too much. Hold on, let me see here. Here we go. All right, there's the link. Jump on, jump on, jump on. There's the link. Jump on, jump on. There's the link. Let's talk about this trade, guys. Let's talk about it. Hey, Finsanity, what's up, mama? How you doing, beautiful? I hope everything's all right. I hope you're staying safe. Let me put this here. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this trade? What do you think about this trade? I put the link down there. Jump on so we can talk. Jump on. Let me see here. I'm good, Mama. Thank you for asking. I'm very, very good. Thank you for asking. I am, sorry, everybody's blowing me up right now with this. Everybody's blowing me up right now. Here we go. There we go. Cap, what's up?
Yo.
Yo, Cap, what's up? What's up? Everybody's good?
Hold on, let me get my headphones, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I mean, you're not going to fool nobody, bro. I mean, you and I both know we needed help. I don't know how much help this is going to be, but
Absolutely, 100%.
for the amount of compensation we gave up, I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it is a concern now if we are making moves.
I don't think it's a concern. I think it's Greer doing his job. There's a need for the team, and he's addressing it. I know that they were talking, or I know that everybody was saying that we needed to get a veteran offensive lineman or whatever. Well, this is a vet. He knows what he's doing. Supposedly, he's been in the game for a little while. So, I mean, do you think that he could be a help for us or not?
I mean, it's what we're supposed to find out in like another 20 minutes. The cuts are supposed to be what, like around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, give or take.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
So if they're already making trades like this, I mean, with Greer's MO, he's always made a lot of noise. So I don't think this will be the last move of the day or the week.
Oh,
But
absolutely not, bro. There's
I
going to be
mean,
tons more.
yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far, other teams are following suit. But I mean, I just, I just don't want to have it to be something that we give up for like a fourth round pick or something in the future, man. If we're gonna do something and make moves, have it that just something that can contribute to the team now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it'll
Definitely.
hurt. You know what I mean? More competition, the better for now.
No, they gave up. They gave up a late draft pick. So I don't think it's gonna be a fourth or anything like that. Even though he was a second round draft pick, I think that it's gonna be something like a fifth, sixth round or something like that. I don't think it's gonna be something high. Definitely not. You know how Greer works. Greer ain't. You know the way Greer's been working since he got here is we've been winning everything. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's gonna lose out on a fufu lineman.
No, no. I mean, so far, what the guy from Tennessee, we kind of like snuck and struck out on him, and Fluker was, another, pardon the pun, but it was a fluke also. So
No,
you
absolutely.
gotta, sooner or later, I just hope he sticks with something that contributes to the line now because so far it's we're shuffling and we're supposed to shuffle because that's what the preseason's for, but
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
becoming
look,
more
look. Here we
obvious
go,
now. You
Cap.
know what I
Look,
mean?
somebody in the comment. Bowleg said in the comment, it's a seventh round pick. So
Yeah. No, yeah, what
not
they gave
bad.
up, yeah, they're getting back what seventh round pick, but I mean, man, I just what's his name? Little something Little
Yeah,
Leonard Little or
Greg
something.
Little. Greg Little. I know
Greg Little.
Reason posted on Twitter his stats. I think it was he had 2 sacks. I think he had 2 sacks. I think he posted 2 sacks. I think it was like 9 uh, pressures or something like that. For a total, it was a total of 24 pressures the whole time that he's been in the league. So I don't think that that's that bad. I don't think
No,
that's
he
that
was. I
bad.
heard he was a second round pick at one point.
Yeah, he was a second round pick. Who was that picked him up? Carolina picked him up as a second round pick.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean, so was the other
Insanity,
guy
jump on.
from Tennessee also.
Yeah, Insanity, jump on. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think. Jump on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, I just whatever helps protect the quarterback because, like we said, we don't want no more excuses, man. We really don't.
Nah, bro.
No
And
more excuses.
I think this is what's hurting us the most is our offensive line. Like I was telling Steven this morning. You know, um, we were the offensive line was opening up holes for the running game. I mean, I don't know what everybody was watching, but you can see it when the camera was in the back, showing the offensive line and a running back going or running. You could see the holes opening up. They weren't going through the holes, and the Bears were covering those holes. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
not
I
that the
mean,
offensive line wasn't opening up. They definitely were. It just wasn't extraordinary. What do you think, Cap?
yeah, I'm for the most part because me and Big John were talking about this earlier, and he broke down the stats for the running game for that game. And to be honest with you, I didn't know Gaskins almost rushed for almost 40 yards on those carries that he did have. So it's like I don't know, man. It's like you can say one thing from what you've seen. We all saw it. I mean, it was pretty, it was frustrating at some point, but I don't know, man. They always manage to get those sneaky yardages in because last season they also did the same damn thing. And every time Gaskins touched the ball, like Larry always says, when he touches the ball for more than 16 times, that team was 4-0. So if this offensive line is, a resemblance of what it was last year as far as being sneaky with the run, I'll take it because 40 yards for Ahmed when he wasn't even the starter, what I mean? It's not bad of a yardage
And a
pickup.
touchdown. And a touchdown. You're forgetting that one too.
So, I
he
mean,
caught the only touchdown.
yeah, so it's just like, all right, you're going to complain about the pass coverage. I mean, I'm sorry, about the run game. The pass coverage was great, but if you look at the run game and that one half of play, I mean, that was almost 50 yards of, positive yardage on the running game, but it's not from the people we want. And it's just frustrating because we want those numbers to be with starter numbers, but
Correct.
you get what you can have. You get what you get. You know what I mean? Like if they give it to you, you take it. But
Absolutely.
that's not bad, man. 50 yards almost production wise in a half. I mean, imagine if it was the whole game. You have a rusher leading almost for 100 yards.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day because if you have one rusher with 100 yards and another rusher with, let's say, 50, that's 150 yards in one game. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, man.
You know. Um,
I mean, am I coming in? Am I breaking up? Can you hear me?
yeah, no, I can hear you just fine, bro. Let's see
Yeah,
here. Stanley
yeah. I
said,
mean,
"Oh, we still, we still more moves to be made before season starts." Absolutely, 100%. Let me see. He also
yeah.
said, "I
You
think
got
this
the
was a
cut
good
down coming
move."
up later on. No, it
Um,
was a move that we needed. It's a
yes,
depth move.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
it's one thing to make moves just to make them, but you know that we need these bodies. And
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. Let me ask you this, man. What
Dime.
do you feel about having the fullback on this roster? Even though it is a
Um,
good position of need, but how is it utilized and how have we gained? How does it
I
benefit us?
I would like to have a fullback because, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I would like to have a fullback because it helps with the run game. You know, you have a fullback, let's say that's coming out and helping block for the run for the running back. You know what I mean? Let's say
Yeah, but
if it's a toss to the outside or whatever it is, your fullback is going in front of you and picking up whatever block along with whatever guard or tackle is pulling also. You know what I mean?
how much has that really? How much have we utilized that? I mean, like, have you really seen a fullback on the field yet? I mean, we have one on the roster. We're paying almost 3.5 mil for, but I haven't really seen him being used.
I haven't either, to be honest with you. I don't know if they're just using him just for blocking, for pass blocking and run blocking, and not really using him to pound it in because I mean I don't know. I don't know what Miami's thinking or what their plans are, but also you have to think this is preseason. I'm pretty sure they're not playing every play that's in the playbook. They're not going to give out everything. You know what I mean? So you got to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, at least for the most part, to hear something from camp. I mean, it doesn't have to be everything, but at least to know that there is a fullback on the roster in practice being utilized. It's one thing to have, rookies picking up the blitz like Scarlett, but if we're gonna have this kid throw the ball, which we've seen him look like it's gonna be done finally, you got to give him more than at least 3.2 seconds. And I don't know, man. A fullback blocking for him, I don't think it's bad, but it just hasn't been used.
It hasn't. It really hasn't. It really hasn't. I haven't seen too many of two personnels in the back with two. It's always been just one or a single back or something like that. But I haven't seen too much of two personnel back there with Tua.
Patrick Laird, I don't
I think
know.
that hurts.
You know what I mean? Like, Ahmed is good, but do you trust him picking up a blitz? You know what I mean? Like a lot of these guys, we need somebody. From what I've seen, if we're gonna keep picking up linemen, that means that's a concern that we need to have. You know, I don't know, man. I feel like you know we addressed it, but I feel like it hasn't been. I don't know. I don't know if I'm
It
just being
hasn't
too
been
premature,
fully
but
addressed. It hasn't been fully addressed. It's one of those things that's lingering. You know what I mean? But in reality, what's more important right now? Is it more important to have a fullback, or is it more important to have a good offensive line?
no. For
I
me,
think I
forget about the fullback. That's what I'm saying. Like you're wasting 3.2 on a fullback when X Howard was complaining for 4 mil to pay him. It's like, why do you even have the fullback on the roster then? You know what I
correct,
mean? Like for that, just spread out the money.
correct, correct. I think that the more the season plays out, I think that the line will mesh a lot more. You know, I think that we're looking at it. This was just the first preseason game, and we're saying, "Oh, look at all these mistakes and look at all of this." You got to think they're gonna go back into the room, into the film room. They're gonna look at all the mistakes. They're gonna correct whatever they need to correct. You know what I'm saying? I think they grabbed this offensive tackle because, what was it? Jackson wasn't playing all that damn great. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
those are the moves that I
that's what
think.
they're saying about Jackson.
Yeah, that he wasn't playing all that great. So I think they picked up this
Just
offensive
about
tackle
Jackson.
either to replace or to mentor.
man. I
Insanity.
feel
Jump on.
at the end of the day, it's just we'll see what happens with the depth chart. But I don't know, man. I want to be able to see someone that's reliable enough to pick up the blitz and get 4 yards carry, and it hasn't
Right.
been consistent. It's only been one guy doing one without the other one doing it, and it's just my main concern is the offensive line. We all know that. I just don't want to use that as an Achilles heel, but you know, I want to be able to say the running game's taking the pressure off this kid. And right now, it's I don't know, man. I got to see more. I'll believe it when I see it. And right now, I'm starting to see a little bit, but you got to keep selling me. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree with you, Cap. I agree with you 100%. Yo, Pete, there's Pete. What's up, Pete? Yo, jump on, jump on. The link is in the comments. If you want to jump on, let's talk about it.
Pete don't want this, man. Pete. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Yo, Pete,
Pete.
Pete
I
always
think
got something to say, and now he's being quiet. I don't get it.
Pete. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Waddle right now, you got to start getting used to Waddle's name, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Ay,
For
ay,
real,
ay.
man. Look, we all wanted Sewell. Let's be honest here. I don't know. I mean, that's how we met, man. We all met through the just getting knowing that this offensive line has been suffering for the amount of 15 years. That's how we all met. That's how we all like got along, knowing that we have that problem. And granted, you didn't solidify it in the first round, but damn it, you better hope and pray that Eichenberg works out, because if that trade does not work out, I don't know what to
Like,
tell you, man.
a lot of people keep saying that, bro. I think Eichenberg is going to be a great addition to the team. It's just like everything else. You have to give him time to catch up with the speed of the NFL. You got to think when somebody gets picked up like that, they're moving, from wherever they are. I don't know where he was playing before or whatever, but he wasn't in Miami. You understand what I'm saying? So he's got to move to Miami. He's dealing with all of that, moving the cars or whatever, getting a new apartment. If he's got a girl, his girl crying about whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into it that first year, and there's a lot on their shoulders. You know what I mean? So I think he's a great addition to the team. He just needs time to be able to mesh. And the problem with it is that right now we don't have the time. We need somebody to come in, do the job, and do it well right now. Because right now the way the team is set up is a very good playoff contender. You understand what I'm saying?
When healthy.
Exactly. When healthy.
And, for me, knowing that we have the special teams unit, the defensive unit, you got 2 out of the 3 phases solidified. I do not want to have a concern or an excuse lingering into week 3 about this offensive line. I really don't, and it's starting to go that way. But as far as us having the depth to, compensate for that lack of offensive line, we should be okay. I mean, we got the skill set players to do I mean, like I said, running back is a concern for me as well, as far as stability and consistency. But we have enough on the playbook that these offensive coordinators can play with. I mean, we always wanted the weapons. We didn't get the weapons that we wanted, but we've got some arsenal here, man. And it's something that the league doesn't have, man. We got speed. We've had it before, but I feel like we have speed, depth, and size.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we have a solid team. Think of people need to realize, we played the Bears. Look at what our defense did to the Bears without our major starters. Jones wasn't on the field. Howard wasn't on the field. What's the other guy?
Phillips didn't
Uh,
play.
Phillips
Agba
didn't
didn't
play.
play.
You see what I'm saying? And look at what we did to them. So imagine them being on the field. They wouldn't have scored nothing at all. The way the game was going in that first. Hey, can y'all hear me?
Nope.
Dale, can you hear me?
There's like a slight delay.
All right, can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah, yeah, you're loud and clear. It's just a little delay, pero yeah, man.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I got a phone call. But anyway, so you know, what we did to the Bears was like it was crazy because not having our star players on the field and then holding them back in the first half to only 3 points, it was like we were playing the Jets all over again. And they have a strong seven. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they yeah, they always their front seven is at that point in time they were a comparison to the Jets. I mean, yeah, we got lucky that they didn't light us up the way that freaking other teams that had that type of offensive and defensive comparison. Like
Yeah.
like I said, man, if we had a good play like we had with Tua coming out with those type of numbers, with granted the protection that he did have, even though we are complaining about it. I mean, I'm sufficed with that, man. I really am happy with that. I mean, like I said, man, I was the type that I needed to ruffle feathers in the beginning in this community to realize what we have and what we don't,
Oh, so
and
you
the
were Pete. You
amount
were Pete before Pete
of
came.
no. Let me tell you something, bro. I needed to find out what was going on here, bro. All right, and the democracy rules, bro, and that's one thing, bro. Everybody knows what they want, and that was one thing that I loved, man. Now the problem is now I don't want to put the kid into more of a fire than what he is already. But if this year doesn't, come through, do you really want to invest a third year into a project, knowing that the project isn't all there? Or are you like, all right, it's 3 years, we're sold in, give him the third year? I mean, is that the route that we're going when obviously we went 7 years with Tannehill, but do we go more than 3 years route knowing what's going to happen, or if we don't end up in the playoffs after the third year, do you keep rolling the dice?
No, no. I think that after the third year, I think Tua's a 3 year guy, anyways. I think he's gonna make a big jump um, this year. Then again, a lot of people were talking about this morning. I think I was talking to D Dub this morning or something like that, and he was saying, "Well, it's not really a year to jump because he wasn't 100% healthy or whatever." But everybody's looking at it as a year to jump. This is second. He played last year, and he's playing this year. This is second year playing. This is a year to jump. So I think Tua is a third year guy. I think next year is when you're gonna see him like Dan Marino type style. Um, don't get me wrong when I say that he ain't Dan Marino, but just that next level that he's really gonna hit. I think he's gonna do good this year. I think with the defense that we have, um, he's gonna do great. Let me see here. Oh, we got Big John coming in. Give me a second. Let me add him on here. Big John, what's up, brother? What's up?
¿Qué pasó, people? How you doing?
What's up, papito? ¿Todo bien?
Nothing much, man. Just wanted to pay you some love, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, but we're just talking about um, the year. Like Cap was asking me, do you think um, after year three, if Tua isn't doing it, do we keep rolling the dice with him or do we let him go?
I don't think. Well, see, that's a question that I don't think that
It's a
Tua.
loaded question. It's a loaded question. It's a loaded
It,
question, but it's a question that you have to be prepared for.
Correct.
okay, it's a loaded question. It's a question we got to be prepared for. But I don't think that after year three, Tua's not gonna be doing it, bro. Because I guess they would move on. I personally wouldn't, but they are the way they are, and they have their philosophy. But I wouldn't. I don't think that if Tua in year three, if he does what we think he's gonna do in year two, which we all think he's gonna just, in my opinion, take the league by storm. If year three comes around, you can't touch Tua, bro. By the time year three comes around, it's either gonna be Josh Allen or Tua for the best quarterback in the AFC. That's the way I see it.
I agree with you 100%. I was just telling Cap that I think Tua is a third year guy. I think that his like second year jump, what everybody's talking about, is just like Josh Allen. His third year is where he came out and balled out. I think that
Hmm.
that's what Tua is. I think Tua is a third year guy. Now, me saying that doesn't mean that Tua's not going to have a good year this year. The way he's looking right now in preseason, I know it's just the first game, and this is the first look that we're actually getting at him in a game scenario. He looks comfortable. He looks like he knows what he's doing now. But I think that in his third year is going to be his big jump. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Me and Cap were having a conversation earlier, similar to what you're having now, and to me, it's very simple. To me, what we saw in game one, he threw for 100 yards before the interception because they
Right.
returned it 14, and then he ended up with 99. So he
Oh, wait a
literally,
minute, Big John. Wait a minute. I don't mean to cut you off. We got some news here. Thank you, Stenson. Here we go. We have waived injured cornerback Jalen Askew, waived tackle Jonathan Hubbard, defensive tackle Jerome Johnson, guard Tyler Mars, and tackle Timon Paris, and placed wide receiver Allen Hurds on injury reserve.
mhm.
Wow,
Yeah, shout out
tremendo
to
cut.
Stetson, bro. Shout out to Stetson, bro.
Yeah, for real. Shout out
Shout
to
out to
you, brother.
Stetson.
Thank you for that. Wow. All right, Cap. Thoughts?
I haven't heard one single iota of info on any of these players. So I mean, Alan Hearns, we knew he was going to get put on the IR, but is it the season-ending IR or the 6-week IR? So that way, after his recovery
Well,
time, he can get back in the season.
Not sure. I don't know. I'm getting this news as far as you are, brother.
at the
Yeah,
John,
but
what
same
do
the
you
other
time,
think?
guys, I haven't heard nothing about these other guys.
No, I know.
what
I
I
know
was
that Timon Paris, we had traded for him, or we had picked him up in the offseason. Um, and we had, I don't know, I don't remember if it was a trade or something like that, but we had got rid of somebody and picked up Timon Paris. But I haven't heard anything about him at all. So if you ask me, boberia.
One, two, three, four, five guys, bro. Five guys that are cut. That means what? The number's what now?
But I think we
seven.
had 90, no? So now we're at 85.
Yep. Well, 84 if Alan Hearns is on the 84
Yeah.
Yeah,
would be
still got a
84.
long way, bro.
John, what do you think?
What was this that I heard about? We traded for a tackle.
Traded for a tackle. Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh. So we traded a late 2022 draft round
seventh
Seventh
pick.
round pick.
rounder.
Yeah, I don't know if it's seven. The details are not out yet, or I haven't read them yet. It was just a tweet that I got right off the bat. And I said I got to get online right now. But it's a late round 2022 draft pick. It could be. I'm gonna think he was a second round pick, so I'm gonna think he's gonna be like a fifth or a sixth round. Um, for Greg Little, which is an offensive tackle from Carolina.
Okay.
I know Reason posted a tweet about it, and he said he had 2 sacks in his entire NFL career so far. He's had 2 sacks, um, like 13 pressures, um, and something else, but he had a total of like 24 overall pressures.
So in other words, he's an upgrade over
Right.
the bullshit
Depending
that
how
we
you
had.
see it. Depending how you see it.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I don't think they would have made the trade if they didn't think it was an upgrade. I think that a lot of the mistakes he probably made are teachable. But if he's a legit right tackle and he can actually do a kick slide and stay in front of his man, then I don't see why that wouldn't be an upgrade. Like what I was telling you earlier, I was having a conversation with Cap, and to me, in my opinion, if I was Miami, this is me. If I was Miami, I would have only three tight ends on the roster, or well, it would have to if he was healthy, it would have been Gasecki, Hunter Long, and I would have put um, Hollins as a tight end. I wouldn't put him as a wide receiver. I lift him as a tight end, and then that way you could either bring either Lynn Bowden or Kurt Merrick, bring them as a wide receiver, keep them on the roster. And what I would do is I would keep 5 running backs, not keep a fullback, and then put Lynn Bowden as a running back. And if you're gonna run the ball down their throat, Christian Wilkins, see that guy in front of you? Put him on his ass. Simple. Just that simple. It ain't complicated, bro. Because to me, believe it or not, Salvin Ahmed was the best running back on Saturday. Now, in my opinion, the running back that I think looks the best is Jordan Scarlett. The guy looks like like a human Terminator, bro. Yeah, he looks the part. He does. He really does look the part. And we have to think about one thing. Now we got to think about one thing. All these numbers Tua was putting up, they were putting pressure on the Dolphins on the offensive line. But remember, the Dolphins didn't have Will Fuller, didn't have Devontae Parker, didn't have Albert Wilson. So they came at the Dolphins with more pressure than the Dolphins would have to deal with in a regular game, because you can't just solo cover these receivers like they did on Saturday. Okay, you're going to have to double cover Will Fuller, or you're going to have to double cover Jaylen Waddle. And if you leave, like you saw Gesicki get open for a 50-yard pass, but Gesicki got open, like I told you earlier in the year, I said the most important player on the field is going to be Jaylen Waddle. Jaylen Waddle was in the slot on the outside. They had to double cover him with the safety. He ran right up the seam against the linebacker, and that's the guy who tackled him last, because he came from all the way on the other side to tackle Gesicki, because Gesicki was one-on-one with the linebacker and took him, and Tua got 50 yards. So you can't really – that's why when they keep telling me the offensive line and how much the pressure is going to be, I don't know. Because if they're playing cover 2 and we got 7 people in against near the football, 5 offensive linemen, a quarterback, and a running back, and they got 4 linemen and a linebacker, or 3 linemen and 2 linebackers, we still outnumber you 6-5. 7-5 if you count the quarterback, which is why I said Tua can probably scramble for a lot more than he did last year, because you got nobody covering Tua. So, how much pressure are you really going to get on the quarterback when, if you're playing cover 2 and Tua rolls out, you got no pressure.
No, if they're playing cover 2 against us, we're just going to eat them up down the middle.
That's the only way they can cover us. You're not going to play man against Miami. No. What are you, crazy? You're going to solo cover Jaylen Waddle? Okay, let me ask you a question. You got Will Fuller, Jaylen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, and Devontae Parker. Who are you going to double cover? You're not going to double cover Devontae Parker. You're not going to double cover Gesicki. That's what they did last year. You're going to double cover Fuller. You're going to double cover Waddle. Because if you solo cover Jaylen Waddle with the 3rd best corner on any team, that's a mismatch.
100%.
You can't press Jaylen Waddle. It's over. No, if you miss the jam, it's over. So there you go. That's why I don't know where the pressure's going to come from.
So let's talk about this then. Let's talk about the New England game, okay? Because that's our first game, right?
Yeah.
But the season is New England. They have their corners are Sherman and is it JC something? No, something like that.
JC Jackson.
Yeah, I think
that's Jackson.
I think that's their corners, right? Correct me if
Jackson
I'm wrong.
and you mean Jackson and Gilmore?
Gilmore. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
If those are their best corners, they're considered one. I made a video earlier of the top 5 best dual corners. They're one of those top 5s. Who would cover who?
Well, the question isn't who's going to cover who. The question is who's going to cover Waddle. The other 2 don't matter. Who's going to cover Waddle? The 3rd corner is going to have to cover Waddle. Depends on how good that corner is, who's covering Waddle, and if Waddle can exploit him either across the middle, or if they go one-on-one and you try to press him, you're stuck. Because now you're going to have to solo cover. You're going to have to solo cover Gesicki, because you can't double team Gesicki now.
Right.
My daughter agrees.
We got Big Cat. Mr. Miami, what's going on, guys? What I missed? What's going on with this trade, man? We got a tackle. Is it guard?
Right, no, we were just talking about how
Nothing
great
much.
Waddle is.
Bro,
Waddle.
but we need help in the offensive line, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. We need more. We need more than just the RPO system with tight ends helping us block. We need more bodies, bro.
I agree. I agree. Pete, let me
But
ask you a
what do
question.
you
What do you think
mean?
of this
We
pickup?
have the look. Listen, we have Cap. We have the quickest release quarterback in history. We have the most accurate quarterback ever in Tua. Right? Why are we worried? This offensive line. We have the most receivers in the league right now. This guy's supposed to be saying hike, throwing it, and let's go. First down, move forward. Now we're crying about offensive line. No, but I
Well, let
get
me
the
ask you.
point.
You know
This
what's funny?
trade that we did.
Let me ask you a question. You guys do realize that we controlled the time of possession, and we didn't even run the ball. We
Oh
literally
yeah,
controlled the clock with passing. I told you we were going to use the pass to open up the run. It's exactly what they did. We
absolutely.
They
we, we
have to.
literally moved the ball down the field and controlled the time of possession while Tua was throwing the football.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you
I
know
know,
mean, you
what?
man.
can consider the 3 yards.
I've seen us. We've done that all the time, man. We've always milked the clock. But when we get in the red zone, tell me how much that helps.
Well, the difference between
What's going on with this?
the difference between the preseason and the regular season is they're trying to see if they can run the ball in the end zone. If that was a regular season game, I'm pretty sure 3rd and 1 would have been a play fake where either Tua rolls out for a 1 yard touchdown run or he throws the ball to a tight end, or you could have Jaylen Waddle in motion just with Tua in the shotgun, pitch the ball right after the snap and let Waddle run for 1 yard to the end zone because nobody's going to catch Waddle
Nobody's gonna catch him.
laterally from the 1 yard line. So,
Absolutely.
like, that's why I didn't really get upset about that. Like everybody was saying, Tua was tearing it up in the red zone. The problem was how you going to get down the field. Well, we already saw how you're going to get down the field. Even with Devontae Parker not on the field, Will Fuller not on the field, Albert Wilson not on the field, Jaylen Waddle was still the most important person on the field. You had to double cover Jaylen Waddle, and Gasecki got open for 50 yards.
Exactly.
So moving the ball wasn't the issue. It's getting it in, which has never been the
Correct.
issue. That doesn't even sound right, but it hasn't been the issue. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you get in the red zone.
John, but you have to think.
That's
You
what
have
you
to
get
think.
from
They
Dade
can't.
County guys. You don't get
They
some like that.
can't. John, you have to think. They can't. They can't show all of those plays right now because when the season comes, they're gonna know how to cover it. You
But
understand what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. That's why I'm saying Jaylen Waddle is the most important player on the field. He's the unknown, but even though he's unknown, like as far as what are we going
He's
to
a
use him,
playmaker.
how are we going to use him, they still have no way to really cover him.
Exactly.
And that was without Will Fuller on the field. So if you put Will Fuller on one side, Jaylen Waddle on the other, and you have to double cover both of them because you're not going to single cover them, you're playing cover two, which leaves Gasecki one on one and Albert Wilson or Devontae Parker one on one. So it's going to be pitch and catch. That's what it's going to be. To a 7 yard slant pattern one on one,
I
and he
hear you.
kills you at one on one.
Absolutely.
Big
That's
John.
it.
Big John. I do. And to add to that, you got to also add to the fact that Jaylen Waddle is not ever going to see a number one corner. He's going to see a third string, a fourth string, and we're talking about a first string wide receiver that's going to be
Against a
facing
four string
backup
corner.
cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm.
We should have big plays almost every game.
That's
Of
why I
course.
sat there and
Every
told
single
him
game.
the first thing he asked me before you came on, Pete, was, okay, we're playing the Patriots. They have Gilmore, they have Jackson. Who's going to cover who? And I said, that doesn't matter. The question is, who's going to cover Waddle? The third best corner
Well,
on
this is
every
how it's
team
going
is
to
going to
happen
have to
with the
cover
Patriots.
Waddle.
This is how it's going to
Pete,
be
hold on a sec.
with the
Let's let
Patriots.
Irving, what's up, brother? What are your thoughts? You're on
Ese
mute.
tipo Irving está pecando, bro. He's fishing, bro.
Irving,
Well,
what's up?
hey, listen, you guys know how it's gonna be week one against the Patriots. You guys just named it. If Preston and Parker are healthy, Jackson and Gilmore are on those two. Waddle's the slot. He's gonna have to get the double coverage. You have to. And Gasicki, Parker and Preston are going to be the guys in single coverage. They're going to trust their best corners to do their jobs against them. So
I
they're going
don't
to
think
eat the
Preston.
middle.
I
They're
don't
going
think
to
Preston
close up the
plays.
middle.
I
I
don't
think
think
they put
Preston
Preston
plays.
on the PUP, bro. I think
I think
yeah. I don't think
I,
Preston plays, bro.
I think it's Albert Wilson, bro. Even worse. I think it's
Well,
Wilson.
yeah, it is even worse. We need somebody on that outside to take out the main threat. So, but at the same time, I do think they're just gonna leave their two corners on the island. We can't forget they play just like us. We're like the copycat of New England, right? So what they're gonna
Hmm.
do is with their two outside guys, cover the outside and funnel everything else with double team in the inside and stack the box and pressure and disguise blitz. That's gonna hurt us. That that defense is gonna be really tough to move the ball against. It's gonna take guys like Will Fuller, I mean not Will Fuller, Jaylen Waddle, and Albert Wilson to blow them over the top. If that's not happening week one, it's gonna be a tough grind game and it's gonna be low
It's
scoring.
the person who's
Hey, what's
gonna.
up, guys?
What's
My
up,
bad.
man?
Irving, what's
I
up,
was looking for my
Irving?
phone.
Irving!
What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? I was looking for my phone, man. I
What
was
are your
like,
thoughts,
man,
bro?
because
What are your thoughts? Tell me what you
Irving
think.
was Irving was talking to himself for 5 minutes.
Luckily, it didn't
He had
fall
it
in the
on
Lakers'
mute, bro.
pit.
He had it on mute.
yeah, I had it on mute the whole time. I was like, oh shit, because I know you guys were asking me, what's up? I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? It's like, what's your? I just came
You
in,
tell
so I
me.
don't.
You tell me what your thoughts are. You
In
tell me what your
reality, I
thoughts are.
came to talk about. I probably missed the offensive tackle trade. That's what I want to hear.
Correct.
Talk to me, guys.
Oh,
Correct.
Greg Little, right? That's his name. Greg
Greg
Little,
Little.
is that his name? Yeah, I'm not too
Yes, sir.
familiar with him. No, I'm not
Greg
too
Little,
familiar
bro.
with him. I mean, if he's an
Me either.
upgrade over
I know
anything that
that.
we have at right tackle, I'll take it.
Correct. I know that right now, Greg Little, he was a second round pick. We traded a seventh round from 2022 for him.
Hmm.
And he's had, I think, like a total of 24 or 28 pressures his entire NFL career.
That's not bad. That's 28
Upgrade?
pressures. And
Nah,
how long has he played?
I have no idea.
It was in
Two
the
seasons.
same draft with Christian Wilkins.
He
Two
was in the
28
same draft?
pressures in 2 seasons. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad
No,
at
that's
all.
Yeah.
not
That's
bad at
very
all.
solid. Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
solid.
that's not bad at all.
Hey,
And
it's
then
better.
having
He's
and then
like I
having
said.
a veteran on the line is just a help.
Yes, of course. And you need to because you need depth on this offensive line. Because after DJ Fluker, I mean, after we lost DJ Fluker to injury, we're very flimsy. We don't have anybody behind, Jesse Davis. I mean, probably the only guy we have, and I think the only thing we have at offensive tackle is what, Adam Pankey, and you saw how he played in Chicago. He was one of
No,
the
no,
lowest
that's true.
rated offense. Yeah, I was one of the lowest rated offensive linemen on PFF. I think he had a grade of like 40 something. I mean, that guy was horrible. But yeah, man, I mean, it gives some depth to. It not only provides depth, but a quality starter, man. And you need somebody who's going to guard your blind side, man. Especially we have the only left-handed quarterback in the league. We need somebody to man that position, bro. So
I
I'm
mean,
happy. I'm happy, man.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was.
So
He was drafted in 2019.
2019.
Thank
yeah,
you,
That's
Yahweh.
not bad, bro.
Yeah,
28 pressures in a couple seasons. That's not
yeah,
bad
that's
at
not
all.
bad at all.
but what
And
is
did
he?
he
What
give
is
up
he?
any
Left
sacks?
tackle? Is he
He's,
right tackle? Left tackle? What is he?
I think he's a left
I think.
tackle.
Yeah,
A
I
left
guess there's
I
tackle?
not
mean, you
any.
guys don't feel. I mean, think
Yeah.
about what Greer just finished doing, trading for another tackle, which I think we could all say we're happy about. But my
Hmm.
goodness, man, we can't even figure out where Waddle is right now. Slot, is it going to be him or Albert Wilson? Blah, blah. Why
Bro,
didn't
That's
we
to
not
be
just
honest with
necessary,
trade?
you, bro.
Pete. But that's not necessary.
Pete, to
But
be
Pete,
honest
that's not
with you,
necessarily his.
Waddle can play.
Sorry.
Look
Waddle
how
can play
much
the deep
does this
ball. He can play the
is
slot.
this
He can
trade?
play whatever he wants.
That's fine. But
Look,
listen, does this trade
Pete.
have more so to do with Eichenberg not coming along and they're worried? Or like Irvin
That
said, more like Fluker was out, he got hurt, so we needed a
I
replacement.
Oh, here
I
we
think
go.
it's
Here we go.
both,
Look,
brother.
Yahweh. Look,
It's
here
both.
we go. He's a right tackle. Also, that's
There you
even
go.
Right
better.
tackle.
So if we
Oh,
put
they're
him
even
at right
better.
tackle, we can move Hunt over to left tackle. to cover?
No. Hunt is not moving at all.
No, no,
Hunt's
no,
staying right where he's at,
no,
man.
no. He's staying right. He's staying at right guard. And he's been very good, man. I think he had like a 75 uh, uh, grade from PFF overall, like in pass protection. So he's gonna be there, manning the guard position. I think he's been
No,
struggling
Hunt
at
is
run, but he's
phenomenal.
been
But
very good in pass protection.
Well, I mean, the moves are aggressive moves by Chris Greer's part. You got 3 offensive line moves that he's made, but I mean, with the yin with the yang, it goes to show you that there is a concern. I mean, depth wise, yeah, we got depth, but man, I don't know, man. I don't know if it really hurts or hinders Tua being a left-handed quarterback for us, but we got to make it work.
all right, here we go. We
My
got some
my my
questions. We got some questions.
my thing is real quick.
Insanity 5. I come back to this gem of a panel. Thank you, Bo. I appreciate that, Bo. Here we
This is
go.
cool.
Polo Snap. What do you guys think about Austin Jackson? Do you guys see his tape against Chicago? The guy was trash. I'll go first. I 100% agree with you. The guy was a bust. But you have to think this is just the first game. And it's
Yep.
preseason. It's just the first game. You have to let them get their marbles rolling again. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just take everything with a grain of salt. When it gets to our last preseason game and you see him still doing terrible, then you're like, listen, the guy's got to go. But if you see throughout the preseason he's getting better and better and better and better, then take it with a grain of salt. Don't jump to
Yeah.
conclusions.
Yeah, Austin Jackson, his problem is like he's had at USC is people going across his face and pushing him back because he's not known for his strength or he has poor leverage. He doesn't have good leverage or strength to be a consistent tackle. But he is athletic, so he can handle those rangy, kind of like those athletic defensive ends with length and bend around the arc. So his
And let me
problem
ask you a
is like
question.
mhm, yeah.
Who's their like star edge rusher? What was his name?
Chicago, Khalil Mack. Well, he's not
Khalil Mack.
necessarily a
Wasn't
edge
he going
rusher.
against
Yeah.
Khalil Mack? Wasn't he going against
Um.
Khalil Mack?
Well, I think there were reps that he went up against Khalil Mack. Yeah,
You see
I'm
what
not
I'm
sure. I got to
saying?
look at the tape again. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? How many Khalil Macks are there in the league?
yeah. That's a very like I said, Chicago's has an elite defensive line. Like you can't really blame overall. Like they have a problem overall in pass protection or in run defense and run protection because this is an elite offensive line. It's got the likes of Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, and other guys like that. So very good defensive line that you're going up against. So and you heard reports all over in training camp and the joint practices that they were getting their asses handed to them. I think they did better
100%.
in run protection. I think they did better in run protection in training camp and the joint practices. They just didn't show up, in the preseason game. And partly, I don't blame the run protection so much. I think I just blame Malcolm Brown. I don't think he attacked. I don't think he was aggressive enough. I don't think he was patient to await. To have enough patience to wait for the blocks to open up in front of him. I just
Right.
saw he hesitated to attack the hole and he just went to the other side. He ended up getting banged up and stuff. But at center, Michael Dieter played very well, man. I mean, he had very good reps against the Bears defensive line. He only had that. I think it was on the first time we were in the red zone or the goal line. They kind of like slipped, and then the offensive line kind of broke up. So, yep.
Right.
So what's the status with the Atlanta game? I mean, who is it that we're looking to see play on Saturday? And as far as with the practices coming up, there's not joint practices with us and them, is there?
No, they're doing.
Yes,
I think
there's
they're doing a joint practice tomorrow.
tomorrow, right. So today it was just like a
Yeah.
walkthrough, and then tomorrow I think
Correct. Today
they're
was
gonna
just a
go.
walkthrough.
You're right.
They weren't doing anything hard, no pads or anything like that. It was
Right.
just kind of walking through plays, this, that, or whatever. On Twitter, the Dolphins posted a lot of catches from Waddle and Tua, and you're talking about beautiful passes, bro.
Yeah,
Mind you, there's no defenders or anything like that, but beautiful passes.
yeah. I forgot
So
what
what? Atlanta has
those drill. Mhm. Go ahead, bro.
no. I'm just gonna ask. I mean, their running game is what? And I mean, who are the receivers? I mean, I really haven't gotten into Atlanta's
I
roster yet, but I feel like it's been
mean,
depleted.
Go ahead. What happened?
Mic check. 1, 2.
you hear me?
We lost Irving.
Almost there. You all
Man
right?
Can you hear
down.
me now?
Man down.
There we
You hear
go.
me
That's
now?
better. That's better. Yep, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, man, I think what they got one receiver. The running backs have been dismantled. The tight end we wanted, they have. Their defense isn't that stout. Haven't really heard good things on Atlanta lately.
Look, here's what Pete posted. He left. He didn't want to say it with his mouth. This is a strong indication the number 37th overall pick of the 2019 draft was not going to crack the Panthers' 53-man roster after turning in 10 shaky appearances, 3 starts in 2020.
Oh Jesus.
There goes Pete with the negativity.
Hey, I
Oh my
mean,
God, he's always got something negative to say.
But la cosa
yeah.
es,
But I think he's
if
more of
this
a
guy
depth.
doesn't pan out either, Pete's not far off. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
agree. But I think he's more of a depth guy than
yeah.
anything.
yeah, man. Hello, can you hear me now?
You're breaking up, buddy.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Oh, now okay.
What's up?
No,
Say what
like
you
I
had to
was
say.
saying that, no, I was saying that I think Matt Ryan is not gonna be playing. I think they're just sitting him through the preseason. Yeah, I know he didn't play in the first game. I don't think he's gonna play the second game. I mean, all they have at receiver is pretty much like number 18. What's his name? From Alabama. I forgot his name all the time. You guys know him. Anyways, they got Kyle
Cool.
Pitts, and that's pretty much it. They don't really. He's for 18. I forgot what his name. Is. He was a teammate of Tua Tagovailoa's at Alabama.
Oh, you talking about
I think he's
Foster?
Slater, but, no,
Listen,
the other guy.
we got a question here. Polo Snap. Do we double cover Pitts or let Rowe do his thing?
Let Rowe do his
Cap,
thing.
you first.
That's a good question. Yeah, good
Cap, you
question.
first.
You let Rowe do his thing, bro. I need to see Rowe do that more often on tight ends. That way I can say, yo, this guy locks down the problem that we've been having for 5 years.
I agree. And you know what? Rowe does a very good job. I mean, sure, he got mossed a couple times last year, but he was playing against what was his name? Waller in that game that we played against.
Hey guys,
the Bills.
I'm gonna
not the Bills. What's his name?
guys, I'm gonna come back on later. Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
All right.
I'm not gonna stay on too much longer anyway. I'll probably be on for another 10, 15 minutes. Because I gotta get going here and go pick up all the kids and all that. But definitely that's a good question. I think I agree with Cap on we should let Rowe do his thing. Rowe's a good tight end cover, and I think we should just let him do his thing for sure. John, what do you think?
What was the question? I was doing something. Go ahead.
Do we double
Eric
cover
Rowe.
Pitts or let Rowe do his thing?
I wouldn't start off double teaming Pitts. I'll let Rowe do his thing. He's proven he can stop every other tight end except for what do you call him? Except for the guy from KC
Weiler.
and
Waller
except for Waller
yeah.
and Kelsey.
Kelsey. So I mean, I would leave him 1-on-1 and see what happens. And depending on what happens, you go from there. But I mean, until you prove it, man, you don't get a. Till you prove it, you don't get double cover, man. This is the NFL. This ain't college. Same thing with Waddle. They're gonna double cover. The difference between Waddle and him is Waddle runs 4-2 sideways and 4-2 up and down. That's a cheat
Oh,
code, bro.
oh, here's another one. I think Pete is doing some research for us. Little is 23 years old, so it would not be the strongest thing for him to improve with a change of coaching scenery. I agree with that. I agree with that. Being on a different team could help him become a better player overall.
It's not just that. I think that the way that the Dolphins coaching staff is, they're gonna bring out the best in you one way or the other. It's kind of like the Heat, where the Heat get everybody and you don't know who they are. But by the time they're done with you, you've gotten better every year. So I think the coaching
For
staff
another
will
team.
not for
Definitely.
the Heat, not for the Heat. The Heat always develop players from day one, bro.
No,
They
yeah, I'm
got
talking about the Dolphins. Every time we develop somebody, we send them somewhere else. They get better.
Yeah, but you know what? We got a whole different
yeah, but
staff
that was
now. I don't
before,
think it's
man.
like that.
The coaching staff now. This is not like when we traded away Wes Welker for a bag of peanuts, and the guy went and became a Hall of Famer,
Exactly.
or or any of these other players who didn't play
Exactly.
well here. I
Exactly.
think that the way that
If we
they
still
play is
had that
different.
type of office, we would have got rid of X.
Yeah, yeah, they wouldn't have come to an agreement. They would have traded him.
Exactly.
If it would have been Tannenbaum, they would have either given him an enormous contract or they would have traded him. They wouldn't have
Definitely.
held to their guns and still
Yeah.
kept the flexibility, because what they did is they threw him a bone, gave him some money so he could play the season, and then if he does it again, most likely we'll probably trade him. I don't see X being here past this year. I think
No,
he's
I don't
gonna
think
be
so
here.
either.
I think they're
Unless he has another breakout year like he did last season, next year I don't think X will be here.
the only way he's gonna be here is if he plays every game and he doesn't get injured, and they see
Exactly.
that he hasn't gotten injured and he's been able to stay healthy. Then maybe they'll work with him.
Exactly.
But
Now,
because
who will roll cover week one? Hunter Larry or Johnny Smith?
who?
Oh, you're talking about from New England?
From
Hunter
New
Henry's
England?
hurt. I think Hunter Henry's out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so too. I think he is out for a couple of weeks.
I don't even think it matters, bro. Who covers who, bro? I think they're gonna have a tough time trying to deal with that front four, bro.
I 100% agree with that.
I
I
don't think
think
it matters, bro. I really don't. I
I
See,
mean,
agree with that
that's another
100%.
thing too. That's what irks me, man. The beginning of the season, that's all you heard from local media. Oh, our front four and our defensive tackles are suspect. I think we've done a great job of filling that void, man, with at least three or four guys that can rotate in and out of like a 3-4 or 4-3.
Yeah.
I think whoever says that our front four is underrated, or that they're suspect, doesn't know football. Because
Oh, Markelli.
when you have Zach Zealer, and you have Raekwon Davis, and you have Christian Wilkins, and you have Agba, and you have Phillips. I think it's a problem for everybody.
Yep. There, look at P. Look at P here. Water will let Big John down. Bro, what a hater, bro. What a hater.
Well, that's fine. All I know is if Waddle doesn't let me down, he's gonna have to go buy a Waddle jersey and wear that shit every game. He can keep saying that all he wants. He's gonna be Waddle's number one fan.
Definitely.
That's all that's gonna happen, bro.
Definitely.
Man, at
Waddle,
this,
did you guys not see how Waddle made that defender that was coming at him with 20 yards of speed look stupid? Waddle
yeah,
made that dude.
hey, that wouldn't have happened if people were like, "Oh, don't, we can't afford to play him. We don't want him to get hurt." God damn it, man! You buy a car, you drive the car.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he made the guy look silly, bro. He broke the guy's ankles. He took his jock strap. He took his shoes. The guy didn't know where to go. It was ridiculous.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
man,
Look,
I agree with
Waddle.
Chef
here's
Jew,
P
man.
again. Water,
Chef Jew made a great point,
Waddle
bro.
gets if Waddle gets 100, or I'm sorry, 1,000 yards, he's buying you a jersey, Big John.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
have to. Oh, better be careful. Don't make a bet you don't want to pay for later, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if this game is a game 2 and it is a dress rehearsal, being the we have only 3 preseason games. I mean, do you risk playing the starters into the third quarter, or are you just content with what you saw during the Bears game, knowing that we only have 3 preseason games?
No,
No,
I would play in the first half, and that's it. I don't
yep,
gotta play him into the
absolutely.
third quarter. I
Even
play him in.
and
Yeah.
not even that. I would just leave it to the first quarter.
No, no, you're not gonna leave it to the first quarter because you're not gonna leave it to the first quarter because you're not gonna play them many in the third game. So this would
No,
be
and
the
the,
only
and
game
the,
they would play. You'd play them
and the
Yeah,
in
but
the,
you
thing
got
is,
to
play
think
them.
about it. The longer out on that field, the more prone to injuries they are.
Yeah, but
but the thing is,
if that's the case and don't even play football, man, you're gonna get injured regardless. You usually get injured when you try not to get injured. When you
That's
play
true.
half speed, that's when you get hurt.
That's true.
So play the whole first half, take them out, and then you know what I'm saying. They got 2 weeks to prepare for New England.
Yep, I agree. Hey guys, but let's go through some final thoughts here. Cap, you were on here. You're the first one on here, so let's go. Irving, final thoughts.
yeah, man. Yeah, look, I hope Miami, in the Atlanta game, I hope they start to expand their playbook a little bit and take advantage of Atlanta's poor secondary. They got, I think last year they had the 32 ranked pass defense in the NFL, so they were the worst pass defense in the NFL. So I hope for Coach Flo and the offensive coordinators, Godsey and Stuttsville, to really expand their horizons and really, attack the secondary and show what really like, use their new toys, in Waddle, maybe Albert
Yes.
Wilson plays. So yeah, and really attack the running game because the Atlanta defensive line is not their strength either. So I really hope that Miami can really like pound the ball, so because that appears to be their identity. So that's all I
I
got to
agree.
say. Fins up, man.
I agree. Later, brother. Thank you. John, final thoughts. What do you think?
I think that we're gonna see more of the offense that we're gonna be seeing this season. I think that Devontae Parker's probably gonna play. I think that I think that Albert Wilson's gonna play, and you're gonna see exactly what I told you, where there's gonna be the only way you're gonna get pressure is if we can't block a front four, man. You're not gonna see that much pressure. I don't think. I think if we saw pressure from Chicago, you're not gonna get that pressure from Atlanta, dude. Tua's gonna be able to sit back there, make a sandwich, and then throw a pass. And it is what it is. Their front four is horrible. They don't put pressure on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But
I agree.
we'll see what they do because I don't see how they're gonna move the ball on our defense. As good as Ridley is, as good as Pitts is, our defense is they can actually move. According to what they're saying, Baker's covering better. I guess we're gonna see what he can do against a real tight end. Because to me, Kyle Pitts is if Calvin Johnson is Megatron, that makes Kyle Pitts Unicron. So
Mm.
we'll see what
Yep,
happens, man.
I agree. Hey, John, thank you, brother, for coming on and showing your support, bro. Much love to
Hey,
Oh,
you.
Joe.
All right.
hey, how's your son doing, man? Good.
Oh yeah, he's good, bro. You know how kids are, bro. They get hurt today and tomorrow they want to be outside again. You know how that is. So, but I want to. Hey, thank you for asking, John. I hope you're feeling better, brother.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, bro. I'm
Yeah.
getting there little by little, bro.
All
Getting
right.
there
All
little by
right.
little.
Well, thank you
Dale,
for your
brother.
support and coming on, bro. Much love to you,
Uh, of course, man. Talk to you later, Ali.
darling. And then there was one.
Yo, hey man, just keep doing it, man. Yeah, like I said, man, this is, to each their own, man. We not like, get on everybody's good side, but this isn't about good or bad, bro. It's about the Finn side, bro. If you don't like what you hear, come talk to us, debate us, your side
Exactly.
against our side, and that's how it starts, bro. And you're starting to grow something here, man. And I hope it just grows to fruition. And with that being said, Larry, wherever the hell you are, Larry, I'm telling you, bro, if Malcolm Brown doesn't start doing something, Larry, bro, I'm coming after you, bro.
Hey, Cap, thanks, brother. Much love to
All
you,
right, man.
bro. I
Be
hope
safe,
you're
man. We'll
staying
talk
safe,
later.
bro.
Suave.
Dale, bro. Suave.
Yo.
All right. All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you guys for everybody that came on today. Uh, thank you for showing your support and your love. Thank you for coming on. Like Cap says, you might not agree with everything that we say on here, but it's all love. Everything that we talk about is all about the Dolphins. To each his own. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. That's my joke for the day. So if you have something you want to say, if you don't agree with something, don't be shy. Come on the channel, talk to us, and let's debate about it. Let's talk about it. Maybe you might change my opinion on certain things. You know what I mean? You never know. But till then, I hope that everybody stays safe. I hope that everybody's covering up, not just for yourself, but for other people. If you don't have the vaccine, I don't care. That's your problem. Um, I will come out with another video if we get some more breaking news. So stay tuned to everybody. Again, before you go, hit the like button, show your support, share the content. I need some more subs. Um, and I love everyone. Till next time, guys, stay safe.